Good. Share our warp stone, and I will not eat you. Yet.
Hey everybody, how are we all doing? How is everybody? Morning purples. We've got a tune, Spike, Hendy. How's everybody doing? How are we all? Yes, I did do the glaze on this as well, so we've got this done. Got a little bit of speckling going on, but it's all good. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Took a pic of Pusscat. I'm excitable today. I'm always excited. I'm always excited about Old World at the moment as well, so it's all good. Yeah, I've not done any more of these, but I did do a little bit more sculpting last night. So we've added one more thing on. I needed to. I did that one bit of hair, and then I realised I needed to finish the staff. So I've put some bits around the staff, which will I need to just kind of sand and polish a little bit, and then I want to put a leaf on the front here. How is everybody doing? How are we all today? Happy Wednesday? It is Wednesday, isn't it? Pretty sure it's Wednesday. Okay. Stream. Let's do Eve today. There we go. It's nice and quick. Happy halfway to Christmas Day. Is it halfway to Christmas? No way. I'm sending that to my sister. My sister's obsessed with Christmas. More so today, it's FAQ today. FAQ day! It's FAQ day. Everything's got cooler. Everything's got cooler, and I like infantry. I like big blocks of infantry in armies that I like. Away from like the little themed armies that I did, I really like big blocks of infantry. So if infantry's got better, which it has, then that's good because we get cooler looking armies, and I'm happy. Yeah, no, it's all good. What's your apart from the dragons, which is fine. Yeah. No, I think the dragons. I think that it's all cool. They deserved it. They did. But yeah, how are you, Hendy? How are you, Hendy? She's just gonna look really cool. They didn't drop any points on wood elves or anything, which was a bit like, oh, never mind. But that's fine. There we go. She's so good. Like her a lot. Minimum point changes, which I liked. Good conversion though. Thank you very much.
No more killbots.
This is not a dwarf. It is not a dwarf. It is a spell singer on a unicorn, which is coming together very, very slowly. Coming together very slowly. I need to. It's very tricky to get. One thing I need to do next time I do the hair, I need to let the green stuff, like, roll it out and then just let it sit for a bit so it gets a little bit more cured. Because when you're trying to manipulate it, you can see how you get like bumps in the sculpting. So there's little bumps there in the sculpting as you're trying to kind of manipulate it because it's really soft. So they now have to be like sanded out. So when once I've finished this, because that now needs cleaning up as well, I need to sand all this a little bit as well. Like sand these joins, just sand those down, just tiny little file. And then I want to put, like I say, I want to put a leaf on this bit. I want to put a leaf on that bit there. Just one of the leaves that I've got. One of these. I'll just stick one of those on it. That's fine. Find one of those that's the right size and stick that on the top. Cover it in PVA glue so it's hard. I can report that Imperial Knights are still strong. Imperial Knights are still good. Yeah, the points changes they did were like very, very minimal, weren't they? Like I kind of agree with that. Like do it with overall rules changes and stuff. Don't need to be constantly tweaking points. But then some of the points changes that they did do, like the Dragon Ogres, like went up 3 points. Like, is that worth it? So, is that worth the? Sorry, it's obviously worth it, but is it worth the hassle of like having to have an FAQ and for everybody to know that Dragon Ogres have gone up by 3 points when you're writing an army list and you're reading it from the army list book? That kind of thing. Like, is that really worth the hassle? Right. Yes, she's gonna be awesome. She's gonna be so good. She's gonna be so good. I have not ordered another box of Skeleton Warriors yet, and I also haven't done anything with my goblins. Oh bollocks! I knew there was something I needed to sculpt because I had a bit of leftover green stuff last night. I was like, "There's something else I needed to sculpt. There's something else," and I was looking around everything trying to find what it was. And it was this. I needed to resculpt that little bit of branch. But no, that's fine. Most people don't handwrite lists anymore. Well, it's list builders. Well, yeah, right, yeah. Fair enough. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a little bit of this today, I think. Like I say, I glazed that in. I might try and just run a seam down this front. It didn't kind of settle in that seam quite as much as I was expecting it to, so I'll just run down that seam a little bit. The back is, I don't quite know why the back didn't airbrush nearly as well, so I'll probably kind of glaze a little bit of that in as well, and then just run the seam. So we'll do that. And then once we've done that, I'm gonna put a little quick highlight on it, and then we're gonna pick which transfer is gonna go on. So that should be quite fun. But yeah, how is everybody? Have you? So what's your dwarf list, Hendy, that you're going for? Hendy's now doing a dwarf list. Giant bats have swift stride, don't they? So maybe I need another unit of giant bats in the same way as I have 2 units of carrion, for the same reason, to apply swift stride to combats. And they are cool, aren't they? They are cool. The vampire count, I tell you what, the vampire count army, the models that you can use and apply and deploy in a vampire count army is fucking good, isn't it? Right, our pen's still a thing. Do you want to see my old army lists? Shall I go and get my old army list book? I only know where one of them is. Oh no, do I know where 2 of them are? I've got 2 army list books. One that was slightly newer, and then a really, really old one from like 1999 with all like scribbled army list. Someone who ran lots of dragon ogres, the points increase was probably needed. They were very good and very points efficient. How's that changed? How's that changed your army list? Like, have you lost a couple of gore? Because they've gone up like what 3 points. So if you're running 6 of them, they've gone up like 18 points. So you just need to drop 18 points somewhere. Hey, teeny tiny, how are you? I'll tell you what we're going to do. Actually, first, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Tell you what we're going to do first, because this is something that I've been putting off. Well, it's not like I've been putting off. It's one of those things that I've been like, oh, I need to do that. I need to clean up the underside of this so that we can stick it onto a base. But as you can see, when we stick it onto the base, it doesn't match. It doesn't meet. So I need to keep cleaning up these edges so that the edges meet properly. Probably been working, so haven't worked on any lists. In it, Mannerings is here, Mannerings is here. Toasty, it is toasty. 1 foot is alright, just a quick update on foot. My right foot is okay, my left foot is still a little bit swollen, and it's a little bit uncomfortable actually as well. My dwarf list will probably be anvil. Right, let's see, because I need to be sold on dwarfs. I have not yet managed to be sold on dwarfs in terms of, okay, that would be a cool looking dwarf army that I would be vaguely interested in. My dwarf army will probably be an anvil, a king, longbeards, rangers, stone throwers. Longbeards, rangers, no hammerers. I think I like the hammerer models, so I'd probably try and get the hammerers in. My left foot is always worse for swelling in this. Really? Oh, no, have I got no? It's my my foot swelled up a little bit because it was really hot. And I've been sat down for like. I sit down and stream for long periods of time, and then I sit down and paint for long periods of time. So I probably haven't been walking quite enough. Yeah, anvil. Hammerers would be good. I like the hammerer models. Like the dwarfs. I think the dwarfs are one of, if not the army, which I would. If I did it, I would only be able to go, well, I like that unit, so I'll add that unit. I like the look of that unit, so I'll add that unit. And like I create the dwarf army from just units that I like the look of, kind of thing, because there are some weird. I need to get them off my arse more often. Yes, well, the half an hour thing, like I think I'm going to stick with that for at least a few streams, and also just to encourage everybody else to kind of get up and have a quick walk as well. But I used to be up and around a lot, obviously. Right. Right. And we also at some point I need to base all the skeletons as well. Still waiting for Prime Day so I can get some more resin, because it's inexplicably gone up. So my theory for that was because they put it up so that they can then reduce it for Prime Day. Right. Pop those over there. And not that one. That one? Yes, that one. This is the one I need. So I need a half round. And we're just going to go around the edge. Just going to go around the edge of this and just remove. I'll put it in focus just so you can vaguely see what I'm doing. Not that it's particularly interesting. Because these ridges here create a lip on the edge which stops that edge gluing down. So I'll fill this bit here with super glue and then run some plastic glue around the edge. If I could. Oh no, I have. Have I got some arrowdite? I do have some arrowdite, I think, up here, so I might put some arrowdite in the middle and then epoxy it. That might be a better solution. Do hammerers come with hand weapons as well? So they can, although they have the Gromwell army anyway, don't they? So they have the city save. Right. There we go. So question is, do I mix oh, and I need to cut this. Do I mix some arrowdite and glue this on with arrowdite, or do I just use super glue? Come with hand weapons and can be given shields. They can have hand weapon shields and the hammers. Okay. Yeah, hammers are pretty good, dude. Hammers come with Longbeard option, which have weapon and shield or two hand. So this backside here, I'm just removing some little bits because this doesn't want to be the front. The front I'm keeping the curve as if it's like a part of the courtyard, but the back needs to be kind of blended in, so just removing as much of this as is sensible. And then we'll need to airbrush glaze the dragon down again a little bit. Grumble just means you can reroll ones on failed armor saves. It's heavy armor as well, isn't it? Is it heavy armor? Beastman might have the best magic in the game now. Yeah, with the killing stuff for buffs, and also dwarfs. Dwarfs are pretty good with their non-magic magic. No, what was there? Something else? Nice. Right, what do we think? Super glue or epoxy? Super glue or epoxy? I am annoyed that it probably should have been like that, but it wouldn't have fitted on the base. So the only other thing I can do is snap it off the base and glue it on like this and then redo all the base. But I don't think I can be bothered to do that. So I think I'll just do it like this. And just have to have it facing the wrong way collectively. Wild Herd special rule on the Herdstone. +3 to dispel. Right, I think I'll do Aerodite. If I can find the Aerodite. I thought the Aerodite was there. Did I put it in the second drawer? No, that's Yoo-hoo. Oh well, looks like it's super glue then. Looks like it's super glue. The dark cover rule got changed on the FAQ, less likely to blow up in the face, now capped to +1. But also the casting changes. Right. So, I suppose let's put the super glue on the back side. Like that. Super glue on the back side. That goes there like that. Ooh, interesting. That is interesting. Doesn't quite fit on the back. Thought I'd cut that right. Okay. And then, once that's dry, we can run the glue around that edge. Lurking as in revision, nice. If a beastman player sticks to level 1 next to each other in a wild herd, they cast with the same power as a level 4. Oh yeah, because the level 4 is... Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, the power of the level 4 is now the amount of spells they have rather than the power of the casting. Alright, let that sit there, that can cure, and that will be okay later, and then we'll run that around. Valtide spam! Hendy's getting happy, Hendy's getting excited, it's all gonna be good. Alright, put my sculpting away. Raw. She's gonna be cute. She's gonna be cute. Okay. Have you tweaked your Beastman list now, Hend? Oh no, you haven't. You said you haven't done any list stuff yet. Ignore me. All good. Ignore me on that. You're working.
Start wearing purple,
Yay!
wearing purple.
Squeezle, how are you? I kind of want to paint him. I kind of want to throw lots of different kind of beetle-y colours all over him. Because I kind of want to do like turquoise, blue, purple. Just scatter everything around, give it like some glazes and just throw lots of different colours all over it, and then have the copper up at the top. I have no idea what's happening with his hand either. Is his hand supposed to be beetles as well? Just looks like a miscast. Anyway, I said I was going to do Cathay today, so... Hey!
Oh wow, Christopher is here, and the right music is on. I can go on vacation. I'm no longer needed.
No! Olivia, don't you leave me. Hey Purples, welcome back. How was meeting? Have a good time, Olivia. No! She's not allowed to go. You were early today. I wasn't early. I was on time. 3 o'clock-ish. How are you, War Masters? Are you hyped? Are you rewriting lists? Not sure when you started. Oh, walkies. Yes. Yep. Yep. Let me throw these highlights on the. Let me throw the highlights on this, and then we'll go walkies. Thank you, Teeny Tiny. Thank you for reminding me. Actually, yeah, that my left foot's starting to throb a little bit. So. I'm only now about to read through this brand new FAQ. At least we can take Warhawk Riders again. Although we can't take big units of Warhawk Riders. Because their movement in combat is still only 2 inches. Excited to read the FAQ for the first time. Sweet. There we go. Age of Umbra episode 5 tomorrow, Purples. Right, now, question is, what colour should the icon on the banner be? I'm a little bit sad there's not a red one. So it probably has to be white, right? Probably has to be white. So it's probably one of these two. Electric Vision Fried Chicken, how are you doing? Thank you for the raid. How are you doing, Vision? Gimme, 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 gimme fried chicken. Should it be the light grey to show better? You have kind of white highlight on the banner. Well, that's silver and that's gold. So I suppose the gold would kind of work as well. Because we're going to have like bronzy gold on these. Yeah, silver is great, yeah. But I haven't got any silver on the models. before we do that, we have to run. Where's the shitty contrast paint? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I know I didn't put it back. Is it hiding over here? It's behind my cup of tea. Freehand it in blue. Got dice in a league match. Oh no! And then I don't quite know what happened on the back side. It just didn't airbrush very well at all. I think it was just getting to the end of the mix that I had. And when you get to the end of the mix on with an airbrush, because the paint separates in the bowl, you end up with a really watered down mix. So I think it just spiderwebbed really quickly.
Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal.
I will.
Today's fish is indeed trout a la creme. Please indeed enjoy your meal. How you doing, Avian? I'm guessing that's Avian. Having a day off for a medical appointment. Oh. Oh. Hope it goes okay, dude. Just for my feet. Right. Speaking of, we need to go and have walkies. So everybody get up from your desk. You got 2 minutes. Go for a quick walk, stretch. Stop sitting down for so long. So it is time to get up, go have a walk, quick stretch. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm going to go and do the same, and then when we get back, I will try. Actually, let's do the. We'll do the kind of the coppery bit, the bronzy, brassy, bronzy, coppery bit around the top and the bottom, and then we can pick. I think it might end up being that gold one for that reason. I wonder whether we could. I wonder whether I could glaze over the coppery one. Right. Anyway, I shall be back in a second. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ugh. Fine. Yep. Everybody go have some walks. Catch you in a sec. 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, welcome back everybody. Everybody get up, have a walk, have a stretch. Cheers. Right. So, let's do the decayed metally bit. Let's do the decayed metally bit. Nice one, teeny tiny. Nice one, teeny tiny. I just sat down when I started hassling you. Okay. Okay, I think this is a better way of doing the metallics, highlighting with the metallic rather than painting the whole thing with the metallic. And then you still get the brown in there that I was trying to get. Look! Central Bike and sled workout last night. Nice. Nicely done, dude. Oops. Okay, so yeah, let's use the gold one. Let's use the gold one. It's just about same colour. We might have to redo that a little bit, but I think the gold one is the right one to use. Or is it? Or is it? I kind of want to see what the white one looks like. I'm not gonna lie. You want this for other things, like, so you're gonna have like whatever, like that's it. To be fair, that symbol on a Space Marine would look really fucking cool. Like that on a shoulder pad. That would be cool. Stop giving me ideas. Okay, so white. Covering up some of those dots. Yeah, Salamander Successor Chapter. That was what I was thinking when you said it. That would be really cool. Next time he was back. Larger dragon for the banners. Okay, so we're going to have to give that a coat of gloss varnish. There we go. Mecha gloss. I'll probably just brush paint this on. It'll be fine. Drop a couple of drops on the wet palette. Drop of thinner in there. And then that will sit in there. I'm just waiting for everything to absolutely categorically dry on that. In fact, while we're here, just reassure that little shadow line down the bottom. It doesn't matter if I get it on the red, because the red's going to get highlighters and stuff. There we go. Hey Alfredo, how are you doing? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? We are painting the gorgeous Cathay models today, as I'm sure you can see. Just knocking out these big splodgers here and there. Got some speckling going on. $5 of Atlantic War Games. Oh, nice for Empire. Sweet. That'll look good, dude. Hendy will like that. Hendy likes a little bit of War Games Atlantic for Old World. Okay, so we've got the size 2. Although we've still got to wait for that to dry, haven't we? Yeah, and then we'll put... I think white will look good. I think white will be fine, I think. Because we can glaze a little bit of shadow into it as well. Very warm here again. This is so frustrating. Everything is drying. With heavy Renaissance cavalry, though, to the Conquistador cavalry. The Conquistadors are great. I've got 3 boxes. Nice. Okay. Okay, gloss varnish on that. I decided to build my Gallowpox infected and realised I had built all my big guys in the box. Now building the little ones. Nice! How cute in an ugly way. Oh wait, these are probably children. Oh no, the... Are they Gallowpox infected children? Wow. Right, I'm just going to squeeze some water onto the wet palette so that we can... I tend to do... There we go. I tend to do transfers on the wet palette. It's dead easy then. I think white will be fine. Yeah, so if we put white on here, that gloss varnish will dry in a second. So I'll drop the transfer in the water. Can sit in the water and just lift out. A bit of water on top of it. Doesn't have to be warm or cold or anything. It doesn't matter at all. I remember when I used to build Airfix ones, it was always put them in warm water. It doesn't matter. And then obviously we'll do a matte varnish over the banner. Probably airbrush a matte varnish over the banner once that's done. Suggestions on colours. Not feeling the standard Nurgle green. A few models. Should I go with pale white for skin, or as they were, probably Voidborn, or use electric blue for the collars and whatnot to represent the Gellerfield? Wow, Avian, that sounds cool. Pale grey white for the skin. Yeah, I quite like the pale grey white. That sounds good. I did quite like Toby's ones as well. Toby's Nurgle that he put in. I think he put them in the stream gallery. That skin colour. But ultimately, like with Nurgle skin colour, paint whatever skin colour you like, and then glaze different colours into the shadows. I think that's the way to do Nurgle, because then you can put like bruises and things in the shadows. Right, let's just get a quick hairdryer on this just to make sure it's dry before I put the microsol on it. Right. Try not to rush. I mean, if this messes up because I'm rushing, then so be it. But hopefully it doesn't. Yeah, white's fine, isn't it? Let's get some more water underneath that so that we can lift it. Just slowly moving it down. There we go. What do we think? White's alright, isn't it? White looks fine. think white looks fine. Get that bit of dust off. There you go. So one thing is you've got to categorically make sure that the paint is dry before you do this, because as you can see I'm doing lots of rubbing and moving. There we go, and then we should be able to take be able to take those, put them down there. God, they're really annoying to pick up these. Never had transfers that are this annoying to pick up. There we go. Okay, and then float that down into position. It's a pretty big transfer. That is a pretty big transfer. I'm glad I only have to do like 2 of these. That is a pretty big transfer. Ah, thank you, Lady B. Hello, Lady B, by the way. Welcome in, how are you? Thank you for the gifts, that was very kind of you. Is that right? Are they in the right place? Are they mirrored enough? Shout now if you think they're in the wrong place. Maybe this one's... Maybe that one's a bit too low. Is that better? Maybe it's a bit too high now, actually. They are even now. Did I get them in the right place? Just floating them again just to make sure. Is that right? I think this one's too low now, so that one's too high. How's that? I think that's right. Let me remove some of this water. Yeah, I think that's okay, isn't it? boy racer. Okay, so we'll let the water evaporate and then we'll put a coat of microsol on it and just kind of settle it. But I think the white one works fine. I think the white one looks fine. I also got 2 of them, but they haven't arrived yet. When they do, I will pistoliers from the Conquistador Cavalry and Knights from Hevery.
Yes, I'm a gatekeeper and a hater. I'm also God's favourite princess and the most interesting girl in the world.
Pretty good, isn't it, Tari? It's pretty good, isn't it? I'm pretty good. Look at that. Freehand, eat your heart out. I'm not sure whether this is too far over on that top side. So we might just try and float it again. Float it that way a fraction. There we go. I think that's better. That's better. It's a freehand if he says it is. I haven't got any of the freehand banners that I've done nearby. There's the Lord of the Rings one which I did last year. But I don't know where it's gone actually. There we go. Right, so let's soak up some of that water. Whatever you do, don't use cotton buds to roll it out. You just get cotton on the fucking transfer. Just let it sit. It's fine. The water evaporates, and then it's the only thing that's left is the surface. So it's nice and tight to the surface. And then you drop some microsol on it, and it does exactly the same. I can totally freehand a banner like that. However, it involves a technical pen and several do-overs. Sometimes it's also for arguing about pineapple on pizza. I like pineapple on pizza. I had pineapple on pizza again on Saturday. It's lovely. Okay, so are we agreed? Are we agreed that the white looks okay? Are we agreed that the white looks okay? If you have a good spicy meat on there to balance the acid. Oh yeah. Spicy sausage on the pizza. Spicy sausage and pineapple. Probably, most definitely needs a matte varnish after, yes. Should have been black. Unfortunately, there isn't a black on the transfer sheet. There's silver, gold, and white. I nearly used the gold, but I thought it might be a bit too close. I wish there was red. If there was red, it'd be perfect because there's red here. If they'd have done a red one, it would have been perfect, and I'd have used the red one in an instant. If you had a lantern, you'd have a black icon. Oh, bollocks. Is there a black one in the fucking lantern transfer sheet? Is it the size of a banner? Damn it. I mean, white's okay. White's okay. Pepperoni and hot honey are better. Oh, pepperoni and hot honey does sound very good. Yeah, I do kind of want a handful of lanterns. Roughly, I haven't compared them. Okay. Plan. Walkie's time again. Well, that's really good timing, actually, teeny tiny, because then we can let that dry, and then when we get back, in fact, let's do that before I go. Let's put a good amount of microsol over this so it can settle in. There we go. Oh shit, just move that. I'm going to get that in the right place again now. It's one detriment to putting microsol on things. You can get a bit carried away and put too much on. And you've got to fiddle forever to get it in the right place again. Wow, I think I've done pretty well there actually.
Focus!
It'll be in focus in a second. I'm fiddling.
Focus!
I'm fiddling. There. Why can't I get this? Is that right? It's still too high, isn't it? For fuck's sake. Is that right? That's about as close as I'm going to get it, isn't it? I think. There's something that doesn't look quite right about it. Is it the angle? I think it's the angle. Anyway, there we go. So let's put some more microsol on the main one. And then go for a walk. Perfect. Right, okay, so we're going to leave that there. Leave that there like that. Just throw the top on the microsol. It doesn't evaporate very quickly, but I'm just kind of keep it from going anywhere. Thinnest bit further out. Is it too vertical? I don't know. It's really difficult to see with the water on it as well. think it's too close in. That'll do. That'll do. Nobody's going to notice. Nobody's going to notice. Right, everybody go for a walk. You got 2 minutes. Get up and stretch. And I'll see you in 2, okay?
All hail and Huggletary II, High Empress of all the stuff everywhere, ruler of all the castles, real or imaginary, painter extraordinaire, super duper extra nice person, and artillery tarry for trench crusade. Fuck. Moo.
Okay, we're back. We're back. Right. That looks pretty bloody good. That looks pretty good. As Hendy said, it's close enough. Right, so over the next kind of few hours, I'll just keep dropping some of this on it every half an hour or so. That will be... That will all be good. And then all the transfer paper, the carry paper and everything, all that'll thin down and vanish. Then we'll give it a coat of varnish to finish it off. That's pretty good. It's crooked, it's spot on. It's spot on. Ren. I'll do one better. Why is Ren? What's Tobes gonna know? What's Tobes gonna know? That looks pretty good. I like that. I like that. Obviously, we need to. So now we need to. Once it's all dry and it's varnished and everything, we need to glaze in the creases and a little bit of this shadow down here as well. We'll glaze in a bit of that. About your shoddy decor work, it's not shoddy at all, it's perfection. It's perfect, look. It's perfect. Oh, that's nice. And yeah, we need to. I need to. One of the things I need to do tonight is sand or file very, very gently all this down. Because one thing that I'm learning with the green stuff is that once you've rolled this out, you have to kind of let it sit for a bit. Because if you apply it when it's kind of fresh, you get dints. You get dints and things in it like this. I probably should have actually. Would have been really good with a brush and just kind of come in and just smooth some of these dints out. So I need to I need to very, very carefully sand these parts out. And then we've left a gap here because the arm is going to go in there, and then we're going to sculpt some hair around the arm once it's in. So that will be quite cool. And then she'll be all finished and she can look all awesome. So very happy with her, very happy with her. And we've got her base here as well. So we need to add a bit of colour to some of these little bits, and then do the scatter terrain around it. Doo-doo-doo. How's all your chaos stuff looking, Tobes? Doggos were delivered an hour ago and getting my spawn proxies tomorrow. Nice! What are your proxies? That big bloke drone dude thing. When I get the bases Saturday, I'll get them built and based and painting can resume. Oh yes! I need to do a session of sticking all my skeletons on bases, so that I can kind of do that and finish that off. So that'll be quite good. Jellypox big guys from Kill Team. Oh, the spawn. Oh right, yeah. Sorry, not the gigantic chaos spawn. The spawns. Jellypox big guys. That's cool. That's cool. They'll look good, won't they? Let's have a quick look at them. Are they on the website now? Jellypox, or are they not sold anymore? No, they're not. These two, mate, they're gonna make great chaos spawn. They're gonna make great chaos spawn, man. Great choice. That's a great choice. Hey, Commander, how are you doing? Yeah, that's a great call. That guy maybe not so much. He's maybe a bit too mechanical. He's going to be great. Yeah, nice one. How are you, Mittens? That's really good. How are you, Mittens? Everything going well? Painting Nurgles? No, we're painting Cathay. We were just looking at Nurgle because Toby's doing a Nurgle Chaos Army for Old World for an event that we've got in a couple of months, and he's using those models as Chaos Spawn. So at the moment we're painting Cathay. So this is what my Cathay colour scheme looks like. And we're just painting the standard bearer. Giant spawn. Oh, are they giant spawn? Hang on. I thought they were not. Oh, it's the gigantic chaos spawn. Oh god, there's so many fucking spawns. Okay, so they're giant chaos spawn. And then the gigantic one is the one that you're doing the big bloaty droney person thingy out of, right? Because you get like 18 arms and torsos and things. Right. So that's giant chaos spawn. Is there chaos spawn as well? There's only spawn and gigantic spawn in the game. Okay, so Toby's confusing me. So these ones are going to be just regular spawn. They're spawn. They're chaos spawn. That was the original plan, but I've decided the Gallipot's big guys would be the best proxies. Oh, so you're using those as gigantic ones. Are they going to be big enough on the base? Really? That's a massive base, dude. It's like a chariot-sized base. It's that big. Oh, okay, cool. And then just loads of green stuff and like blob it out. Well, that'll be interesting to see. That will be interesting. We shall watch with bated breath, my friend. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to put one more coat of Microsol on this. Now it's all, because it's quite warm here at the moment, so this evaporates and softens pretty quickly with their temperature. Bated breath. I think you'll find my brush. Thank you very much. I brushed my teeth this morning. Thank you very much. Oh, all right, all right. All right, Mr. Perfect. Yeah, Army's going to look great. Army's going to look great, Tobes. Nurgle everywhere. What were you doing, Commander? What was your stream? What were you doing? Yeah, Age of Umbra episode 5 tomorrow, Purples. You spot a spotty. You spot a spotty. All Games Workshop models. What is this mini painted for? This is for Old World. This is for Old World. This is the new Cathay. Leave that there. Right. So while we wait for that to dry, where's the half round? There it is. This is a beautiful flag. It's pretty good, isn't it? It looks pretty good. So I'm going to put it to one side just while I sand. Exclamation mark brush if you want to try these brushes. Where's the other brush sleeve? Is it on the floor? Nope, can't see it. Oh no! Oh well. 6 months until Christmas Day today. Yes. Yes. I messed up a little bit here. So what I did, I should have sent this vine this way and done it the same way, but I've kind of come back against it so that it's going across the other vine, which has ruined it a little bit, but I'm going to disguise all the mistakes that I'm making with this. I'm going to disguise with leaves. I'm just going to put leaves on the staff. Like, I want to put a leaf here anyway. That's for mentioning the Christmas word. Have you just timed out? Have you just timed out Spike? I need to get my my sister's obsessed with Christmas, so she's got a countdown to Christmas on her kitchen windowsill, and it turns over from 365 days. Well, 364 days. Too soon? I like Christmas. Skip's had a similar rule where I'm banned from saying the C word until December. Fine, it's almost 4 months and 6 days until Halloween. Nice. Chris, what? What, Tobes? Oh, the C word. Are people being banned from from saying Chris? How are people going to ask me a question? Hey Spotty, I work in retail. You're either prepping for Christmas or recovering from Christmas. Yeah, I definitely should have. Wonder whether I can snap these off. I definitely should have made that go the other way. I don't like this crossover. You asked how people can ask it without saying Chris. Is that how they're going to do it? Oi, Frozin. Hey, Frozin. Oi, wanker. Christmas Frozen, holiday streamer. Right, let's do her hair as well. Oh, she's going to be amazing. She is going to be amazing. You watch. I'm going to paint her up and everybody's going to go, actually, she's pretty cool. In non-stolen holiday news, my new airbrush should hopefully be coming today. If the courier... Nice! What airbrush have you got? Congrats, Spiky. A nice Ultramarines blue dress. Wait, what? Nice and Ultramarines have never been said in the same sentence before. A Neo Eco. A Neo Eco airbrush. Nice. I'll pop pics in Discord when it arrives because I'm curious what that's like. Is that so you can attack a new army project? Is there a big project that you've got coming up that you're like, I know, I'm going to get an airbrush for this? With a bit of First Company white. Ren suggested it and it looked pretty cool from what I read up on. Nice. A few big ones for my Skaven army to do, and a new brush will help. I have half a dozen dragons to do. Nice. I still like my Eyewater Eclipse. It's still my favourite. Used a few airbrushes, including some at friends' houses and stuff. The Eclipse is still my favourite. By quite a way, actually. The floating needle makes such a difference as well. I'm sure yours is going to be awesome as well, Spike. It's going to be good. Fezzik, Scour, Thanquol, the Brood Terror, Vermin Lord Corruptor, and the aforementioned dragons. It's going to be good, Spike. Oh, careful. Don't want to rip that that leaf. Is that leaf? Have I torn that leaf by accident? There we go. Let's tuck it in there like that. There we go. Need to give that a coat of PVA glue again. So I stick these on with super glue, and then they get a coat of PVA, and it just basically turns them into like a plank of wood kind of thing. Glue soaks into them. Just giving everything another coat. And I'll add some more. I'll add some more leaves around these as well. Like we definitely need one around here to hide all this mess, and I'll pop one here somewhere to hide a bit of that. Things like that. So. There we go. See you, Spotty. Have a good one. Yo, Baz. Baz, good timing, dude. Thorn wrapped vine, not my best, and just kind of trying to tidy up. I don't quite know why I've gone and crossed it over. I should have. I don't know whether I can rip this one off, because this one here, this side, oh, I definitely can't because it's going underneath. I should have taken this one and carried that on that way, so it followed around the same, and it was just like a spiral, two spirals going opposite ways on the thing. But stupidly, I've gone one way and one the other way, so you get this crisscross, which is annoying, but that's fine. I may yet snap it off and do it again, and then we've got a little wood elf spell singer, where we've got two lots of hair that I'm trying to blend together. So I've done the first bit, and then we're going to put another bit on, but that arm needs to go on first before I put the second bit on to kind of pull them all together. Very interesting. Thank you very much. It's a bit of a mess, but it will do for. It's one of the. I think this is one of those. Let me put her on the unicorn for you so you can see. This is definitely one of those. Once it's done, it's kind of cool, and I don't really want to kind of start fiddling around with too much, trying to make it perfect and overthinking things. So I think she'll just be really, really cool. But I may snap those off and make it so that they both spin around it in the right direction. How are you? How are you, Baz? So yeah, I shaved all that down so it kind of matches the twig on this bottom half, and then I was going to wrap it, and then I've just taken them different. I thought, oh, I know, I'll be different, and I'll take one way, one the other way, so they can cross over, and then ultimately not really liked it. But she's cool as shit. She's cool as hell. I really like her. But yeah, how are you? How are you? We are totally we're totally not doing Cathay today. We are. We're trying to do Cathay. Just put the transfer on the banner. Going crazy sculpting rocks, but fortunately it's nearly finished now. I really struggle with rocks. I don't know why I struggle with rocks. It's just a fucking rock shape. It's just a rock shape. But yeah, it's one of those things that like remove everything, well, not remove everything, like remove everything that's not the shape of a rock, but then everything is the shape of a rock. So, oh dear. Because you won't dry brush is why you struggle with rocks. Cathay stuff is bloody lovely, it really is. Potatoes!
Potatoes, Christopher Tongue.
Potatoes. They're pretending to be carpets again. Right meow. What type of rock, Chris? What type of rock? What do you mean? What type of rock I'm struggling with? That's cool. I want to do. I want to do some for the Tomb Kings. Cooked puscats, because I can do. I make mine out of that Das and milliput and then snap them, but you can't get them exactly the right size that you want. So I've got some big bases for the Tomb Kings that I want to. Look at these. I've got some big bases for the Tomb Kings that I want to get the rocks in exactly the right place for. Das and milliput. Yeah, so that's what have I got? I need. If you get Das and milliput, roll them out into a flat sheets, and then kind of fold them together, but not squish them and mix them too much, and then bake them. They turn into so hang on, I've got one here. So if you mix them a little bit too much, they end up turning into this sort of stuff, which is a bit more like granite, sandstone sort of thing, and then they snap apart really well. But if you don't mix them too much, then they split across the sediments, and they make really nice rocks like that as well. So there's two different ways. Cooked puscats. But all my Ushabti ones, all my Ushabti rocks, they're all Das and milliput. It's that time again. We're going to go for a walk. It's time to go walkies. Look after your feet, indeed. Right, so I am going to rip these off. I'm going to rip the vines off, I think. Baz, one thing that I kind of... I don't know whether I have realised or not. Why is this not turning on? Come on. This is bugging out way too much. One thing I, like I say, I don't know whether I've realised or not. When I was doing this hair, I did it with quite fresh green stuff, and putting it into position, I was putting dints in it which I couldn't then clean up. Is that one of those things where you have to leave the green stuff just a little bit to harden, so that when you're manipulating it, you're not putting like dints in the smoothness of it, sort of thing? Which is why I've just been kind of filing and removing these little dints, which is really frustrating. So I'm guessing you roll it out and then just leave it for like half an hour just to kind of cure on the top. Then you can manipulate it a little bit, is that right? Okay, so half an hour again, everybody, so we're going to go have a quick walk around. Everybody go have a stretch, and we will be back in 2 minutes. Yeah, awesome. So when I do hair like that, all I focus on is getting the tuft situated in the right place and get in the right shape. Don't try to add the texture. Just get it in the right place and the overall shape close to the hair that you're adding to. Then you can leave and sit it for 30 minutes or so and then add in the hair texture once it's cured a little. Gotcha. So you're not adding sausages, you're adding like a big chunk and then you'll sculpt in the hair. Right, okay. Makes sense. I shall do that. I shall do that. I think I will rip this off as well because I'm not happy with it. And if I'm not happy with it, I'll never be happy with it. So that's fine. Hopefully it snaps off okay. And hopefully it hasn't glued itself to the green stuff shaft too well. Yes, fine. There we go. And I'll just do this again, and then this one will go that way rather than coming back on itself and looking weird. There we go. And also that will probably make matching this into it a little bit easier as well. I've got a bit of a bump there. It's got a metal rod going through the middle of it. Yeah, the mistake that people make is to add the hair strands in too quickly when the putty is too soft. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Perfect. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that little tip. Let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of those bits. So yeah, I'll redo the vine tonight. I'll redo that vine tonight, and that'll be fine. Those need to. Is that a wasp again? Yeah, I've got another fucking wasp. There's 4 wasps through the window today. It's just squish on a giant blob of green stuff. Blob. Then I've got a sort of a very thin, soft picks that I use to pull at the blob and kind of massage it into shape. Yeah, like Valborn. Valborn with his toothpicks. Yeah, so once I've done, if I do those vines, then I can glue that arm on, and then I can sculpt the hair around it. Because the challenge is that was the best head by a long way. Like that was the other head that I nearly used, but that hair's going completely all over the place, different. So this is the best head, but obviously the hair goes this way and then this way. So I was trying to kind of pull it all together with some sculpting. So I'll just get the hair done. Thank you. I shall send you a pic when it's done, or at least the first stage. Alright, let's see what this is like. Oh wow, that's settled really well. That's settled really well. Right, let's put one more coat of. We'll put one more coat of Microsol on this, and then that'll be perfect. That's only 2 coats of Microsol. Get it up at the top side up here. This is where all the creases are. There we go. Perfect. How's that Steve for scale next to a regular knight? I've had an idea for that Steve, but don't know the sale. Right, let me get some horses out for you. So this is my wood elf spell singer, because looking at her, like pretty much everything on her, you could almost use her straight out of the box pretty much, and just swap her hands, because like she's got leaves and everything on the Pegasus. She's got leaves all over her dress. Like her head is arguably pretty elven anyway. But I wanted to just shift it away a fraction from the base model. There we go, a couple of different horses for you. So, first one. That's the wood elf horse. That's the Cathay horse. I've got an old Archaon somewhere, so like a demonic chaos horse, and he's a bit bigger, so Archaon is probably that size. Archaon's demonic horse. So that's a Cathay horse, which is pretty big actually with the barding. And then so those two are old world horses, and then that one is a AOS horse. So that's the AOS vampire. The idea was the Green Knight. Shit, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, isn't it? It's bigger than the Green Knight. Don't like the Mark Gibbons artwork. Shit. Yeah. Point. Yeah, it would be perfect, dude. It would be perfect. And also because the only thing is that the Green Knight... No, that fits fine. I was going to say the only thing is that the Green Knight goes on a 30/60 base. But no, that's still absolutely fine. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Nice one, Baz. Yeah. Great idea. And then just sculpt all the barding on it. What are you going to use for the rider? Because the rider's definitely going to be smaller. And the rider, the sculpted rider is very kind of simple, isn't it? It's like a teapot shape, like straight out sword. Yeah, fair enough. That would be stunning, dude. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know the artwork, I printed this artwork out because that was a single page poster, if you like, in White Dwarf. And round the corner from my friend's house there was an old newsagent that used to do photocopies. So we both took a couple of White Dwarfs in and got colour photocopies of things. And the one I got photocopied was a version of this. So I had this as an A4 poster photocopied. And then I put it in a frame and it was on my wall. So I fucking absolutely loved that artwork. And that's really cool. I completely forgotten I did that. Wonder if I've still got that. That would be quite cool if I had. There's something I'd either have to scratch build or rescale an older knight. I think you could possibly have a look at the Pegasus Knight. You can't really see.
What's the plan then?
Can't really see on that one.
Winchester.
The pub.
How you doing, Whiskey? Whiskey, how are you? The Whisk Master. And a whole other load of Bretts to compare it to. Food just arrived. Going to fill my face for a bit. Ren has photos of that. Ren has photos of... Oh yeah, Ren has photos of that. She does. She does. How long did it take her to paint that model? It's fine. It took me ages to paint lots of models. Cleaning some Shatterpoint prints and we'll get painting soonish. Nice one, Whiskey. Nice one. We are doing some Cathay, dude. Look at that. So we are ready to varnish that now. And we're gonna throw some matte varnish over that. 6 years thereabouts. What Shatterpoint prints did you get? There's some really nice ones actually just come out for next month from Warblade. There's a couple of quite nice ones which I might put on my website. So nice, that transfer. Yeah, it's come out really well, hasn't it? It was a bit of a it's a bit of a shame there isn't a red one. Darth Talon, second and third sister. Nice. Darth Talon's a lovely sculpt. That's a lovely print. I want a new Director Krennic because the old one in the AMG is way too off scale. Director Krennic? There's a Krennic. I think there's a Krennic on my website. I think I put Krennic on my website. Where's Krennic? There's Krennic. He's quite cool, actually. The only problem with this, these ones, is the capes end up being really, really thick, which I don't much mind. This one, I need to sand the cape actually because we've got some slight layer lines showing up, so I need to pass some sandpaper over that. But yeah, he's cool. And we got Tarkin as well, and of course Thrawn. There's Thrawn. It's got way too big. A lot of people are painting in hologram colours. Oh, that's clever. It's weird how he's too big, isn't it? That's weird. Is it many layers of many layers of light blues? Sounds about right, doesn't it? There we go. I'll give that a quick coat of. We're going to do matte varnish through the airbrush, which will be like 2 seconds. Yeah, definitely redo that. Giving considerable thought to biting the bullet and ordering stuff from the Games Workshop website. Oh wow, sinister! I want some of the expert kits. Nice. It's hilarious to me to see the shipping prices on Etsy. I know, Etsy's weird. Sinister, I need to email you about the, or message you about the bases I've got as well. Get those shipped out to you. Right, shall we do airbrush thinner? And mecha varnish. Oh no, that's gloss varnish. Don't want gloss varnish. I want the matte varnish. There we go. You do, there's always Discord. Yes, yes. Yeah, that's what I meant. A Discord message. There we go. Right.
Dear Christopher, new freaking adorable Poe and Chip stick has been posted.
Wait, what? What was that? I need to get... Hang on, let me get Twitch. I need Twitch chat up because I'm missing this. New freaking adorable... Oh, okay, so we need to go to Discord. Is that what you're saying? Aww. Speaking of Shatterpoint, can you get the flat, round 40mm bases that the game uses anywhere instead of the concave edge standard ones? Yeah, I've got... oh, other than 3D printing them, no. No, you just 3D printed ones. I've got a couple of 3D printed files. I've got a couple of 3D print files for them if you do need some. Melts. Tari's just like, oh! There we go. Matte varnish. Sorted. Sorted. Fantastic. Now we just need to very, very, very thinly glaze, because this is over white, remember. Very thinly glaze some shadows into the creases, and probably some shadows into this bit over here to darken that compared to the centre. Filament printed a few, they turned out okay, but they didn't fit in my mini carrier very well, so I didn't use them. Ah. Yeah, I've got a couple of 3D print files for them. I'll resin print a few. Because I was thinking the same thing. Like, I've got that's the hardest base to get hold of. Especially when you do 3D printed models for Shatterpoint, you just run out of bases really quickly. Speaking of, I need to do my Shatterpoint bases, don't I? Pics in Discord. Ooh. Ah! Where did Peter Rabbit come from, teeny tiny? You got a Peter Rabbit? Quick, adopt him. Adopt him, teeny tiny, quick. Have baby hairs around the neighbourhood too, so cute. Teeny tiny bunny for tea. Teeny tiny bunny for teeny tiny victories. Look how small he is. Look how small. Hey Slushy, how you doing? Coyote food? Luckily there's no coyotes in England. Look at the little guy. Look at that. Look at that. Hi, I'm Peter Rabbit. He's run over so that you can save him, teeny tiny, from Mr. McGregor. That's what's happened. So you need to save little Peter Rabbit from Mr. McGregor and take him inside and give him a drink. No teeny tiny bunny rabbits near purples. They'd immediately have 20 cats come after them. How are you? I'm good, thank you, Slush. Good, thank you, Slush. Right, so we need to... yeah, let's do... Because we're doing the banner, let's do the glazing. let's do the glazing. Let's get the glazing done. So this is going to be fun. Tiny, tiny, tiny little bit. And then lots of water. And maybe even, actually, I wonder whether, because we're still going to get a little bit of, possibly anyway, possibly going to get a little bit of coffee staining on this. And we've got to build this up really, really slowly. Chris has probably since the dawn of time got my internet is doggy doo-doo today. Started the first time in '93. If the door has been opened, I'm fairly sure it would have come in. How long have I been playing Warhammer? I started in 1993. There you go. That's probably the easiest way to say. '93, '92. It's a friend I swam with. I think it'd be fun to build and paint the miniature. Damn you old. It is very fun building and painting miniatures. Who just called me old? I've both been playing since the late 1900s, yes. Yeah, I got my first model when I was 7. I got my first model kit, sorry, I should say, when I was 7. And then a few years later, I got my first Games Workshop kit. But I've been modelling since I was 7. It was a F-16. F-16 fighter jet, my first model kit. First model I bought from Games Workshop was a Terminator, Lightning Claw Terminator. Walkie times again, thank you. Alright, everybody, we're going to get up and have a walk again. Sitting down for long periods of time is not good for you, so I'm going to get up and go and have a quick 2-minute stretch. And I will see you in a second.
New Poe and chips picked before walkie.
So yeah, that's an incredibly thin glaze. Incredibly thin. Like, it's not even showing up on the wet palette thin. And you can see the impact it's starting to have now. Right, let's go and have a quick look at furry pussycats. I'm just worried because I'm very scatterbrained at times. I might forget something in the codex. That's fine. Painting is a lovely journey of continual improvement. It is. Right, everybody take 2 minutes, get up, have a stretch, have a walk. I'll see you in 2. Nice spike. That's what we like. That's when their fish gutting movies get applied. Taylor was the same when he shows about it means danger, danger, danger. Danger, danger. Danger, danger, high voltage.
Great. Focus! Focus!
There's my head in the way, sorry. It's a trick of streaming. Trying to get the camera angle so that you can still. And I'm quite tall as well, so leaning over for me is there we go. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. What's everybody getting done tonight? We need to get... in fact, let's just use some more gas bone. Let's get some more gas bone out. Wolf Guard! Oh, nice. That'll be good. I've got a couple of quests to do on Pantheon, so I've got to run into a spider cave. I've got to run to some orcs. On both my rogue and my enchanter. And I've got to resculpt her thing. We get a haircut at a hobby store. My razor, my new razor is coming again tomorrow, seeing as my last one I bought broke, so they're sending me a new one. So then I can zzz my hair and zzz my beard. So tomorrow should be quite fun. We can all have a sweepstake on how short my hair is when I stream tomorrow. Well, at least that's glued. So now all I need to do is put some putty. I need to put some putty down there to fill that, because I want that to be a black, a flat black. I want to paint that black all the way up to there as if it's been cut through. So I need to fill that, and then everything else is okay. Probably need to fill this down this side as well. And then that's all okay. And then that's the Zombie Lord, Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon. Done for the vampire counts. Wolfguard in Discord momentarily. Momentarily, eh? Momentarily. Oh, dude. Dude. He's pretty damn good. Is that from the box? Is that the new one from the box? It is, isn't it? He's nice. He's nice. Nice model. Nicely done, man. So you're working on him, finishing him off tonight? I'm going to remember to send you a DM. Probably won't finish him anytime soon, but aiming to get the cloak done at least. That'd be good though, wouldn't it? Fantastic. Okay. What shall we paint tomorrow, guys? If I finish her, shall we paint her tomorrow? If I finish sculpting her tonight, shall we paint her tomorrow? That might be an interesting one to do. Give the green set a little longer to coat if you finish it tonight. Next, I think one of the next units I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do the Treekin, and then hopefully the Warhawk Riders. I'm going to try and do some conversions on Warhawk Riders. But obviously get everything else painted. More of my Tomb Kings. Yeah, I should probably paint some Tomb Kings as well. I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to finish one of the dragons. We need a bone dragon, because obviously we're going to need a dragon. So I should probably try and paint a dragon. Finish the dragon. Right, I've got burgers tonight. I'm going to have a burger. I've got a lamb and mint burger out of the freezer. So I'm going to have a burger tonight, which will be lovely. Because dragon is the only reason you ever need to dragon. Yeah, so I will make sure these vines follow the direction a little bit better, and they actually twist around. So they're going to both twist in the same direction this time. I'm going to get those sorted out and get that proper. And then once I've done that, actually we won't be able to paint it tomorrow because I need to finish this so that I can glue it on, so that I can then sculpt the hair. So this needs to be finished and cured before I start sculpting the hair anyway. So no, that won't be finished. Awesome. Right, is Ren on? If Ren's on, we'll go and raid, because that's a nice easy raid. I don't have to stress about who's on. I'll just give that a bit of a tweak. Could write a Tomb King list so you know what to paint. I could write a Tomb King list. That's a very good point, actually. I could write a Tomb King list. 24 Shabti. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, I could write a Tomb King list. Is Ren on? Like an actual one, not your usual throw everything in and pray. She is. I'm not seeing her on, but I will trust you. And sort the raid out. Slash. There we go. Must have just not been showing up. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Legend. Then when Ed opens list submission on Friday, list streams, put it in there to be torn apart. I'm going to write a list, send it to Ed, and then Ed and I are going to do a stream where we both look at it.